Right? Everybody on your best behavior.
Best behavior. All of the worst behavior.
Oh, that's not paper. That's a book.
Let's get some music up in here.
Oh, look at the picture on the music.
Ooh, that's cool.
Scary.
I'm gonna turn it on for a second, see if my computer crashes. See what you guys are all talking about.
Four horsemen.
All right. So you guys ready to just jump into it? We had a couple people missing last time, so we'll try to catch people up to speed.
Oh, that looks like from Lord of the Rings or some shit.
So,
Is anybody else's screens flashy?
Mm-mm.
Right.
What does that even mean?
Oh, you know,
are you on your laptop, Urkels?
flashy, flashy. I am, yeah. My computer's not up and running yet.
Some assembly required.
A little bit. And God, what else? It just has a couple more things. My chair's still on the way too, so I have no means of sitting down.
Stand.
Good.
Go pay your penance.
Oh my God. Slight headache. Ooh.
All right. So, I'll go ahead and why don't we just get started then?
Jump in, Alex. Behind you, bud.
So, where we last left off, our group ventured into the labyrinth that they found while they were traversing through the underpath. They battled multiple minotaurs, some crazed acolytes that did not seem interested in talking, and a few druids that seemingly wielded the power of fire. Upon slugging it out for over the course of about 10 minutes, you made your way to the depths of this chasm, upon which you discovered first off, a great beast that you later, through the use of your manual, discovered was a Tenaric, some half breed between an orc and some form of demon. You were battling out for a while. You defeated it and discovered that someone or something had tried to create a gateway to another plane. Before sticking around too long, Daru managed to wrench a piece of the gate away, which closed the portal. At that point, with the danger seemingly dealt with, you all were discussing whether or not you wanted to stay and rest or get the fuck out of this potentially dangerous labyrinth and then lick your wounds. So Stephanie and Ricky, you guys weren't with us. I would say specifically Virgil. The rest of you would know that Virgil has been very different this day. This was the first time you saw Virgil using spells that inflicted damage, and Virgil has had a bit of a violent day.
Was this last session?
This was last session.
Oh, shit.
So for the purposes of this, as we start, the entirety of the group, other than Daru, is currently working their way backwards through the labyrinth. Daru has slipped away and is doing something else right now.
Sneaky bitch.
At this point,
I didn't even mean to.
Yeah, it's just whether it's in his nature. He does it even when he wants to or not. It just slips away.
at this point, as the majority of your group is walking through, you watch as Virgil kind of stumbles for a bit and kind of grabs his head. Virgil, after the violent day that you've had, in the aftermath, you feel this sense of clarity. And much like someone that blacks out when they get really angry, your memory of what just happened is a little bit spotty here and there. But you've been here before, and you know that you've likely dealt your fair share of violence minutes or hours before. So, let's start with Daru. Daru, as you slipped away, you found a door. And after pushing through, you find what looks like a candlelit room with a bed and a desk and a fireplace. The fireplace is currently out, and there are just two very dim candlelights that are the only reason you're able to make anything out with your human eyes.
Is there only one entrance?
You are having a very difficult time seeing much of anything. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'll, if I can, get within 30 feet and mage hand one of the candles a little bit closer.
By opening the door, you're going to be about 10 feet from the candles already. It's just that they're extraordinarily dim.
17?
17? Based on the layout of the room, peeking around where the desk is, you see a shape sitting in the desk. Kind of leaned back a little bit, like lounging a little bit, facing away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Okay.
And try to get a side view to see, like, are they moving at all, or are they like perfectly still?
They're pretty still.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to get a side view of it to get closer.
Okay. You get a side view of it, and as you get closer, the smell of charcoal and burnt flesh hits your nose. And what you see is a form that is pretty horribly burnt. The chair, completely fine, but this is just a burnt corpse with a mouth wide open. It looked like at some point was male, some kind of humanoid. You can't exactly tell, but their flesh is completely melted. Even you notice there's a dagger on the hip. Whatever burned this person did so in such a way that the blade is actually melted and unusable. Around their neck is a perfectly intact piece of jewelry.
I mean, you don't need it anymore. Actually, before I stop and before I grab the necklace, the bottom of the chair, is there any burn marks or heat marks or anything? Where he's sitting, like the surface of it?
There does appear to be some kind of radius of something. The stonework beneath looks a little charred, but the chair itself and directly under the chair is completely fine. As a note, you still have a very hard time seeing much of anything. You just see the glowing jewelry right now. I mean, without a light source, All you can tell is it's a shiny.
Yeah. Can I? Are there? No, that. Are we in a stone room?
This is a stone room. As a note, this whole time, I would say about now, the rest of your party notices that Daru is missing.
Are there rags on the bed?
As
Or
you
like
can go to peek over, the bed's perfectly well made. It's got blankets on it, but there's no rags. Let's cut to the party really quick, because at this point, it's been long enough to where I'd say that, especially Fira and Ezra, you would know that you're now one person down. Daru has seemingly been separated.
Where's Daru at?
Yeah, where do you wander off to? Can I, we haven't really passed any turns or anything yet, really, have we?
You've passed a ton. You've been wandering through a labyrinth.
Can I see if
So it's
maybe
pretty
I can
easy.
smell him? I don't
You want to try to track Daru?
Yeah, I don't know
Sure.
what he would.
What does
Go ahead
Daru
and-
smell like?
I don't know. I'll tell you
Well,
in a minute.
because of your psionic feature, go ahead and make a perception check and add a D4.
Oh no shit. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. It's a natural 16 plus 3, so 19 plus I think 3, so 22.
Okay. Strangely enough,
Stinks.
and this is actually about as off-putting as you would imagine. Hyde kind of lifts his head up and breathes in the air and begins moving in a direction, seemingly able to pick up the scent of various different creatures. So Hyde, do you want to lead the party to where you
Yeah.
sense Daru is?
Yeah. Figure out. I can smell the blood on his clothes. I would figure.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood in here, but yeah, you somehow managed to pick it out.
You guys follow me. I think I got him.
Okay. Are you guys all following to find Daru?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll-
DM, I have one question.
Yeah.
Is the influence of the battle beforehand still influencing me, or in any
I'd say
type
at this point,
influencing me?
you feel as though you've indulged, and this is the point where you kind of have that clarity and whatever feelings you would have, if there would be any remorse about that, or just, whatever it would be, knowing that you have been seemingly influenced.
Okay. And we haven't taken a long rest since that battle.
No,
correct?
no.
All right. Yeah, I'll follow Hyde.
Okay. So that's you, Daru. You were kind of looking through the bedded area.
Yeah, I ruffle up the sheets a bit and pull them into a loose bundle,
Okay.
and then go back over to the body with my rapier, and I'm gonna try to gently lift the necklace off
Okay.
with my sword.
Yeah, after a bit of finagling, it's a little awkward because it kind of gets caught in matted and burnt tufts of hair. But after a bit, you pull it off and you've got the sword. Again, with a low light, it's difficult to make out this item, but it looks like there's a beautiful stone within this pendant that seemingly has this red liquid inside of it. And strangely, the pendant itself is actually giving off a bit of light.
Definitely not putting this on. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to grab one of the candles and throw it on the bed.
Okay. You grab one of the candles and throw it on the bed.
Not violently, rather I should have said like place it on the bed.
Place it on the bed to try to ignite the bed.
Yeah, it's not an oil flask, yeah.
Okay. A bit of a loose flame begins to kind of start, and it begins lighting faster than you expected it to. And at almost an alarming rate, fire begins to take this entire bed, at which point I'd say the rest of the party right now is at this point turning the corner, and you see Daru holding a blade with a pendant illuminated by fire. This whole room pretty quickly is starting to catch fire. You watch as within this fire on the bed, you don't even know what, but there are sparks that fly off and begin to ignite the stone itself. Little patches of almost campfires are burning on nothing.
Things that are popping off from the bed. Oh,
Yeah, it's like a spark will kind of pop off from the bed and just create this little like controlled 6 by 6 inch fire that is now spreading.
Are we in a dream right now?
no.
Maybe we should leave.
And you watch at this point the chair holding the body breaks and the body falls into the what is now a raging fire. If you stay in this room any longer, you're probably going to take some damage.
Can I grab him and then like
With the
pull him out?
light at this point, you're holding the necklace. You do notice on the desk that is now on fire, you see a few books that are pretty quickly going to catch.
Grab the books.
Yeah, run and grab them. I'll just run in and grab them.
Okay. Go ahead and make a general dexterity check. This would be an initiative check.
What's faster, Daru or fire?
Fire. 15.
15? Okay.
I'll take out the thing of water from
You-
this thing and have it ready.
Oh,
You-
shit.
You take
Oh, that's right.
6 points of fire damage as you kind of jump forward to try to grab the books. What's strange is, as you grab the books, the fire itself almost blocks you off and catches onto your arms. I'm going to say you only managed to grab one little journal with that as you instinctively jump back. And at this point, it almost looks like there is now a somewhat humanoid shape that is completely made of fire that's coming from the north side of this room where all of this started, and
Oh my god.
it's just kind of looming slowly towards you, almost dancing as the flame flickers. What are you all doing?
Yeah,
Time to get the fuck out of here,
I'm gonna
Daru.
start backing out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You start backing out, and as you do, almost like this massive like giant or something that's just made of fire tumbles out of the room as there's almost an explosion that just the door itself, you hear the wood creaking as this flame somehow is igniting stone.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck? Okay.
Okay. Yep,
Time to run.
Yep.
Run.
Let's get out.
What are you doing with are you still holding the necklace on the...
Yeah, I've just got my rapier in my hand. Like,
Okay,
not
I'm gonna
touch that
say
thing.
you're probably gonna be at about half movement
Oh, shit.
to run like that without... I mean, you could run at full movement. You are at risk of dropping it.
Okay. Fuck. As we're running, I just grab it and throw it into the disc.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna take the rear to make sure we don't lose anybody this time, and just like push you guys like go.
I'll take point because I can
Or
also
give
see.
me a general wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
Ooh.
This is fine.
Damn it. 18.
18. As you grab the pendant and jam it into your bag, you hear a raging wildfire. Not outside of you, but in your head. And you hear screams of people burning. Just for a second. And as you put it in your bag, it's gone. Okay. So for the purposes of this, I'd like everyone to make an athletics check, as there is now a raging wildfire
Oh shit.
that is
I will pick you fuckers up and carry you if I have to. Let's see. Oh, son of a bitch.
What kind of check?
Athletics.
I got 11.
And a 9.
I got a 13.
18.
Here's the kid.
Plus, this is plus 0, man.
Got a
Plus 7.
I got a 1, but can I cast a spell? Would that be alright? Can I cast a spell?
So, I'll say at this point, as you're running, in the panic, you hit what looks like a dead end.
Oh, fuck.
Shit.
And it looks like you have to turn and go toward the fire
Oh, jeez.
to move through, and it's a tight area. We'll say Asher, Hyde, and Daru make it through. Ezra, Virgil, and Fira get caught a little behind.
Can I cast Absorb Elements?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'd like to cast that, please.
I'll tell you what. You're at a point where, Virgil, you know one of you is likely going to have to go last, and they're going to be the most at risk for taking any damage.
Oh, I'll go last.
So you're going to
sure.
stop? Okay.
Yeah.
So you watch as Virgil rushes
My
forward
friends.
and puts his back to the flames as it's kind of casting his silhouette towards you, and he gives you passage through. Ezra and Fira, you make it through unharmed. Virgil, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's another 1. Jesus
God.
Christ.
Another one.
Damn.
Warm those
Okay.
dice up, buddy.
They're digital. I don't have my other ones with me.
Oh.
All right.
But with my spell, still wouldn't matter?
It does.
Okay, cool. Help me.
It should give you resistance to fire damage.
It does.
But you failed the save, which means you would take the full damage. So it was 12, half to 6.
Oh, cool. All right, I'm fine.
So I'd
That's
like
a little
another
scarring.
athletics check. Virgil, the DC for you is going to be a little higher because you purposely went last.
Okay.
Ooh.
8.
8. Okay.
17.
What, do I need to roll another one?
Everybody, please. Yeah.
17.
Oh shit. I got a 0.
Okay.
Straight up 0. I don't remember
It
last
was
time
a
someone's got
1, but
that.
my athletics is -1.
So Fira, as you're running through, you now begin to see a faint bit of the bioluminescent light coming from the cavern outerwards. So as you're running through, there gets to a point where all of a sudden, as you're watching Ezra before you, Ezra actually looks like she almost missed the turn, doubles back and turns, causing you to go, oh shit, as you're moving at full speed, and you slip. And as you look down, it looks like some bloody mess of one of these acolytes that Hyde had left in the battle previous. And you just slipped on this blood and gore and some intestines and go completely cast, and you fall down and you hold your hand up and it's just gleaming and glistening with this gore as you try not to, lose your lunch. Virgil at this point is running, and there is what looks like a tidal wave of fire that's just making its way down this labyrinth, seemingly running at like a running pace. Virgil, the fire's not on you, but you're still taking damage from the heat. So Virgil and Fira, I'd like you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
On digital dice. Dude. What? That's another 1, bruh.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
I got-
I'm not even screwing around trying to be funny or nothing. This is stupid.
All right.
Well, we'll go
You get
with
the
it.
sense.
Wow.
You get the sense that this fire is also increasing in its intensity.
That's wonderful.
I'm about
I got
to punch
17.
this fire in the fucking face.
Okay. So that's another 12 points of fire damage. Halved for you, Fira, because you succeeded.
Is it half for me because of my
So
spell?
No, that only lasts one round.
Oh, I thought it lasted a minute.
Let me triple check.
Oh, it's one reaction. You're right.
Yeah.
One round. You're right. So shit.
Okay.
What is
Can
that?
I
12?
cast resistance on
12.
myself?
So that brings us to.
Guys,
Are you down?
no, but help me.
Okay. So at this point, as the front runners, the four of everyone but Virgil and Fira, you guys make it out coughing as the smoke is now beginning to billow out of this chasm, and you turn. You wait a second, 3 seconds, 6 seconds. You don't see Virgil or Fira.
Fuck.
Keep
I'm
in
gonna
mind,
go
I
back
think
in.
you can hear me, and it sounds almost like two people are screaming.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hold you back, Ezra. I got this. Let me run back in for him and see if I can get these fuckers out of here.
Daru, give me the water jug.
Right?
I thought you had it.
Dude, I have it.
I take out the water. I don't have it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, it's
As you
Hold
guys
on.
are searching your
Hold
pockets,
on. Let's do a
and,
geyser of water here.
Virgil and Fira, you guys have one more athletics check to make here.
All right, if I make it, can I
Okay.
do my geyser of water?
I'd say you have an action to react. You can do whatever you'd like to do. To do that, you'd have to slow your movement and pull it out and use it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Where is my equipment? How does this work? Could have sworn I wrote it down. It's I think there's what geyser, stream, and I don't know, trickle or some shit.
Right. So what do you say?
I'm gonna say geyser
Okay.
and fucking just spray everywhere out of
Isn't
panic
that the
for my
fucking
one
fire
mobile.
hose?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fire hose.
Yeah.
So
I look for one.
And just start spinning around like no scope 360 consistently.
here's the thing.
Oh,
When was the last time you used?
I was
the
gonna
decanter
say,
water?
you can only use it once a 24 hours.
Well, that's
When did we
the
get it?
thing. Well, it's been a session or two since I've used it, and I don't know what time
We
lapse has
long
happened in the
rested.
last.
It was
Long
like
rested in the
8
boat.
hours. 8 or 10
Okay,
hours.
you used it before.
The boat, yeah.
Long rest on the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is water in it, and with that, this geyser shoots out. The flame is still coming at you, and you that confidence you have kind of wanes a little bit as you notice the fire still coming at you. But you back up
Yeah.
as steam just kind of shoots through the room. With that, you are able to make your way out safely. No athletics checks needed,
Yep.
as the
buddy.
fire is abated enough.
Does anyone have any aloe vera?
Then, as Virgil and Fira make it out of the chamber, you swear there's just this glow at the center, and you watch as there is almost a hand of pure flame that grabs the edge of the chasm, and another hand of pure flame that grabs the other. And this flame that you swear you can make out a small humanoid shadow inside of it seems to just glare at you for about 6-7 seconds, and then out of nowhere it just gone.
I'm gonna look over at Daru. Is
Yeah.
that your friend?
I found an amulet, guys.
Was
I
it-
don't listen. I got lost. I went into a room. There was a body. I'm tired of not being able to see, so I lit a fire, and that's what happened.
Virgil's on the floor, just going, as he's explaining, he just needed to see.
You look over. Virgil is wounded, and also it looks like his back has suffered some pretty severe burns. His shirt is in tatters right now.
I had 1 hit point left, so I'm fucked.
I'm gonna cast mending on his shirt.
Okay.
There you
I
go,
sh-
Virgil.
It doesn't help. I guess I can do healing word on myself since everyone else is kind of hesitant to fucking
I'm out
help.
of spells.
Yeah,
Oh,
we used them in
I've
the
been
last
out of
fight.
spells for a while.
Eek! I'm out of spells, Virgil. Jesus. Sorry.
I have a slot. I'll use Cure Wound. which is
Okay.
What's-
2d8.
What is
Okay.
it? How many?
Wait,
She'll
hold on.
roll it. She'll roll it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't
So,
trust.
so Fira kind of slowly comes over and she places her soft and weirdly her cold hand from the just from the atmosphere touching your back
Or
kind of
16.
soothes it a little. You heal
16?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's big.
Back up to full.
I'm pretty. All right.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just smile at you guys.
Seriously though.
Good?
I'm not full, but I'm happy.
You're happy?
Welcome back.
So that was weird.
I'll also I'll take a healing draft, Alex, just for
Okay.
shits and giggles. I'll take a lesser potion. What is that?
1d4
1d.
plus 4.
Okay. That's another 6 of healing. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we should come back maybe later and check this place out again. There's
Did you get that amulet?
oh yes, but I'm not nope, none of us should really touch it again.
Yeah, let's not.
It was on the body of us somebody who was burnt to a crisp. I mean, let's put
I
two and
wonder
two
what
together.
happened to them.
Yeah, he probably put it on. So
Okay. I guess we
There's,
should just head back.
there's
Let's try to
demons
make it
and
out of here
fire.
with no more
What?
issues.
There's demons and fire in this tunnel.
This tunnel is a little odd. We run into some weird things. So we are
Yeah.
coming back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So you guys are making your way back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back where? To the sink?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. It's quite a long journey. You could do it. You'll probably take a point of exhaustion at right about now.
Should we rest a bit before?
I forgot.
Are
I'm
we
still,
going
I'm
back?
still at 2 points of exhaustion right now.
Yeah, we're not looking too great.
So my speed is halved and I have disadvantage on all ability checks.
Are we we're going back to the sink or we're going back to the club place?
The club
Whatever's
is in the sink,
closest.
isn't it?
You'd have to go through Muggies because Muggies is the path that goes through. Hi, do you have any rages left?
Nope.
Okay.
I have nothing left. I've used everything for that one fight. Actually, those 2 fights.
I mean, we could stop and take a little break here, right?
We need to get the fuck out of here. If we have any more surprises like that, we may not survive it.
We might not survive the walk back.
What about we just travel down a little ways stealthily? Maybe we can find an area.
Yeah, I'm up for trying that.
I mean, I guess go ahead and see what's going on.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, take a little lead.
I'll cast
sure.
guidance on him.
Be careful though.
I like to move ahead stealthily.
So this is going to be a disadvantage
Okay.
because you all at this point suffer a point of exhaustion.
So I'm at 3 now. Okay.
And you have a 1d4 to any ability check if you want to use it.
Nice. 18. For stealth.
18. Where's my... Hey, misplaced those. Okay.
What's the
So-
light level?
The light level?
Yeah.
It is, I mean, it's dark.
Awesome.
So, I would say, Daru, Asher, sorry, as you're moving through, you get to a narrow portion of the caves, and you see what look like these rocky surfaces that come up to a bit of a point. And as you begin slowly moving past, you hear this faint clicking sound.
Stop.
And you just watch as one of the rocks just shifts for a second and just kind of bristles and continues just still at that point.
Okay, I'm going to turn around and go back to the group.
Okay.
Did you find anything?
There's appeared to be some like rocks that are alive.
Just gonna look
Did
at
we just-
everyone.
Okay.
I look fucking exhausted. Like I'm like on one knee, like just every time we stop, I'm taking a break.
Okay, so I was walking. It's really quiet. Keep it kind of narrow. And I hear this weird noise. So I stopped. And I turned around and this rock was like moving. But not like falling or like,
Like an
Adjusting.
animal moving?
yeah.
Sure, your eyes weren't just playing with you, kid.
You're pretty exhausted.
Yeah.
I am one with the darkness, people.
Jesus Christ.
This is where I thrive.
Virgil just doesn't.
Not that kind of darkness. Like
I don't know what's up with this group.
literal darkness. Tell him why you've seen it.
Yeah.
As a note, Ezra, ever since you saw that gate that was being made, for whatever reason, the darkness here doesn't seem to obstruct your vision at all.
Oh. You know what I just noticed, guys?
What?
Humans.
I can see really well in the dark.
Your eyes have probably just adjusted
Okay.
to it.
And as you kind of look over and say that hi, do you actually notice that her eyes in the darkness right now are completely black and pupilless?
No, I
Or
mean
not.
like
Um,
Hey, Ezra. Don't your eyes usually change when you do your magic?
sometimes, yeah.
Because right now they've changed.
I'm gonna look over at Fira. Do you guys
I'm
think
really confused. Like, what are you doing? Are you casting something
I'm
right now?
not casting anything?
As you're having this conversation, you swear down the hallway towards the where those rocks were. You hear what sounds like an echo of the chuckling of a woman.
God damn it.
And Ezra, to you, it sounds like sister.
I think we should go this way.
What the
The way
rocks?
of the creepy laughter.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys didn't want to believe my moving rock story. Let's go down the creepy hallway.
I mean, it's not like we have much of an option. We either stop
Wait, is it
here.
the same direction that the rocks were in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so describe it. What are we doing?
We're trying to
Okay.
decide what to do.
There's a narrow pass right now that goes to where these seemingly alive rock creatures were. And you can take a longer route that goes further around, where you may or may not encounter something else, or potentially it's completely empty.
Okay.
So do you guys want to take the long way, or do you want to take the shortcut that potentially has something living through it?
Do we know that the long way doesn't have anything living in it?
No, we
You don't know. You have no idea.
I mean, I can. Okay. What if you guys hunker down here, take a little rest, let me check out the long way, and then I'll come back and we'll see what our best option is. Because right now, we have no idea what is in these tunnels.
I'm up for it if you guys are. I could use a rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Can I cast Sanctuary on Asher?
sure.
Cool. There it is. It's on you.
Okay.
Sparkle.
I feel sanctuaries.
So we'll say 5 of you can take a short rest. And then
Take one.
Asher, you're scouting on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need to reroll stealth sneak?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ooh, hot disadvantage. 19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I rolled an 11.
You rolled a 1?
An 11.
An
And a
11.
15.
Got it. Okay. So as you're walking through, how much of this path are you trying to go down?
How much path is there?
This is not the path that you took. You went through this rocky, the one that had those, whatever those creatures were. You don't know if they were there when you went through it. Yeah, so you don't really know. But you get a sense based on its direction and the fact that you're a ranger that is good at this sort of thing, you get the sense that it might weave back through and connect to the main pathway. But I mean, it could be anywhere from 2 hours to like 4 hours.
I'll walk for an hour.
Okay.
See if I see anything.
Okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage.
After exactly a minute after we start our short rest, Dar gets up and his wounds look a lot more healed, and I walk over to the rock things.
But make a stealth check.
15.
15? Okay. Okay. From what you can tell, Asher, this path, after walking about an hour, it looks clear.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back and I'll relay that.
Okay. So Asher's been missing for an hour. You guys take your short rest. And then he's still missing.
I'm gonna get up and go head toward the rock area too.
Okay. Ezra, give me a stealth check.
Ooh, natural 20.
With
My
disadvantage.
My stealth is 19, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did do that, didn't you? 10.
Oh. Your character looks a lot stealthier than that.
Actually, I have a heavy armor on.
But, yeah.
Yeah, so Ezra actually does have like a
Future.
heavy, what is like a bulletproof vest, essentially. It's like a tank top that's essentially made of this bulletproof material, and it's not like it's metal. It's like ceramic plates, but it still makes noise. You kind of peek through, and yeah, nothing seems to move or react to your appearance.
Where's Daru at?
Daru's just kind of peeking in the cavern, unable to see anything.
Daru. Should we keep going?
This way?
Yeah.
I mean, we should probably wait for Asher. He's gonna come back. I was just trying to talk to one of these things, but I don't really want to go any further.
No, the laughter that we heard earlier sounded like sister.
That doesn't comfort me at all, but it might comfort you.
I'm just gonna
Can you guide me to where one of those things are?
one of what things are?
Those moving rocks that Asher said.
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't see any moving rocks.
You see a variety of like stalagmites and stalactites scattered across.
Where do you want to get?
But you don't really know.
Can I start kind of poking at them?
Okay. You kind of go up to one, and you begin poking at it. You begin poking at it. How much? So you guys all made the changes for a short rest, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Ezra, as you're poking at it, nothing's really happening. You turn to Daru and just kind of look at him as you're poking at it, and then all of a sudden, you see a flash of movement, and a shape drops onto Daru.
Oh, shit.
I can't see anything. The only fucking person you can't see.
Daru, that's a 23 to hit.
Okay.
Oh god.
You suffer 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are blinded and deaf, and you are completely encased
It's
in
one of
whatever
those
this is.
bad things.
Yeah, it's a fucking roper.
Remember when we fought them?
Asher,
Mhm.
as you made your way through your portion of the, as you were coming back, about 50 minutes in, so 10 minutes away from base camp,
Uh-huh.
there is, you've been hearing like, gentle streams, and every once in a while like a rock kind of shifting or something like that, but it just seemed like all part of the stream. Out of nowhere, you completely lose your vision, and something lands on you, and you completely fall to the ground as you were hit by one of these as well, for 24 to hit.
Jesus.
That hits.
So for 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
And you are both grappled and restrained.
Fuck.
Travel and restrained.
Mm-hmm.
I have a -3 to strength. How
Yep.
am I making that happen?
GG, Asher.
Oh boy.
Well,
It
good
was
thing
nice
I'm
knowing
gonna re-roll.
So go ahead and actually, Asher, because you're so weak, go ahead and give me a strength saving throw. Daru, you're still kind of, you can stand yourself up. This thing's down to about your shoulders right now.
What the?
Oh my god.
And the rest of you hear this. So I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
What do you want me to do?
Make a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
At disadvantage?
No, a straight roll.
But I
Saving
have-
throws are unaffected by exhaustion,
Okay.
except for hide.
I got 12.
Oh.
I got a non-natural 20.
I got
Oh,
a
wait.
14.
These are all at disadvantage?
Oh,
Oh
Sorry.
shit.
I got a 15.
yeah,
For
12.
15.
strength?
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
Yep.
Okay, Asher, you're not knocked to the ground, but this thing's still encasing
Okay.
you. So what were the initiative rolls?
Still got a 12.
Okay, 12. Ezra?
15.
Okay, Fira.
Am I supposed to roll 2 d20s, then choose
Yep,
a
and
lower
take the
one?
lowest.
Mhm.
Ugh. I think it's 9.
22. That's my disadvantage roll.
Okay, Daru?
4.
4. You rolled a natural 1?
I did.
Daru's not having a good time.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
You're just seeing you poking at something and something dropping behind you on him. It's just like,
Okay, so top of the round, Asher, you're by yourself. This thing is on top of you, presumably eating you. It's engulfing your head. You are blind and you are suffocating right now.
So I have no movement. I can't move my hands.
You can move. You can attempt to get it off of you, and you can run around with it. You just can't see.
I'm gonna grab a dagger and start stabbing at it.
what was it?
Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
Sorry, I was muted. Did the sanctuary not work?
It did for the first minute that it lasted.
Yeah, it only lasted a minute.
I need to read the fine print.
And he was out there for 1 hour and 50 minutes.
It's like, I'd like a refund.
Well,
1 hour
it's like a
and
minute.
50
A minute in
minutes.
combat is different than a minute in the walking, so it's a little trickier.
Yep.
I mean, I was gone for 2 hours almost.
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel you.
I rolled a 9.
Ezra, you're on deck. Rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I add for that? I don't have any unarmed.
Dexterity modifier, proficiency bonus.
Okay, so 15.
Okay.
Oh, my dex modifier?
Yes.
Sorry, that's 17.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Just a d4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2.
Okay. Plus your dex modifier.
7.
Okay. So is that all you're doing?
I'm gonna. So I was heading back towards base camp.
Yes.
Is it like a straight shot or not?
It's 10 minutes of navigating through a cave.
And there's a stream nearby?
Yeah, as far as you could tell, you heard it like maybe you wouldn't know how to get there, but you heard it.
I'm gonna.
You were going through like the longest underground hike, so
I'm gonna try and find the wall of the cave.
okay. So you use your movement. Go ahead and give me a perception check at disadvantage.
You gonna pull his chain and start headbutting the wall?
I was actually gonna start doing that.
They can't kill you if you kill yourself first.
That move is patented.
26.
26 at disadvantage.
Yeah, I got a 19 and a 20.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, sure enough, you remember the wall was. You kind of reach over. You can get to the wall.
Can I headbutt the wall?
Sure. You have multi-attack, so you can use your second attack to make an attack on it that way.
Yeah, let's try that.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay,
Add a proficiency modifier.
so total of 20.
And add or subtract your strength modifier.
17.
Okay.
So
That
it's
hits.
just all right.
Go ahead and roll a. We'll say it does 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Ezra, what are you doing?
Uh,
And Hyde, you're on deck here.
Yep.
Sister, it's time to show yourself, and that's how I'm going to spend my first 3rd level spell. Is using spiritual weapon right next to Daru.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit the thing with
My
it.
head's in here.
Is it completely covering his head?
Yeah.
Shit. Never mind that, I'm gonna run up to him and try to pry it off his head. Can you breathe, Daru? Can you breathe in there?
Okay, go ahead. So as you
Okay.
begin to cast a spell and Sister is flickering there, you just realize you're probably gonna hurt him, and you instead run forward. Go ahead and make a athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh, shit. This is not looking good for you.
You better hope she gets it off, Daru, or this is gonna hurt.
9?
Okay. You're pulling, and there's nothing. And you hear rocks shifting in the ceiling above you.
Is it a rock thing?
Yeah, well,
Well,
As you would run and turn the corner, it looks like a stalactite that is flipped, and it has essentially the base of it just has teeth.
turned him into a cone head.
I'm going to.
That brings us to
Can
what are you
I
doing?
can I move? Can I move 10 feet away from the monster on Daru's head?
Sure.
I'm just gonna yell at Hyde to help.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I get up. Ugh, fuck! And just come running over. Hold still.
Okay.
I'm gonna launch a punch, man.
Okay.
At disadvantage for everything right now.
You're so sleepies.
That's a 13, so the first one's gonna miss.
That hits.
Oh shit. Okay.
You're
So
punching it with Daru inside.
I'm sorry. You had your way of getting it off. I'm tired as fuck. I'm just gonna hopefully kill it and not him.
Hopefully.
That's 6 points of damage to it.
Okay, Daru, you take 3.
Sorry,
As you can't hear anything, you hear this muffled. You hear Ezra just going, and then just whack. You're just getting blocked. As if for this, you just kind of drop to your knees and kind of get back up. Okay, that was one attack. Daru's on the ground.
my
He got.
I'm sorry, but I'm
that's fucking
gonna,
funny.
I'm gonna pull him up by his collar and hit it again.
Okay.
I'm not,
Daru, as you're just kind of putting your
As
hands
I'm,
in front of your face, you feel a hand pick you up by the collar like a high school bully and just clock you in the face again.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry. It's another 13.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, God. This thing better let him go. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay. You take 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hit him again, even though I could hit this thing again. Fuck. Yeah, I guess that's all I can
Okay,
do
that
right
brings us
now.
to you, Fira.
Does he still have the stalagmite on his head?
Yeah, as you turn the corner, it looks like he does.
But Asher, is he out of it?
Asher is 10 minutes away from you guys, dealing with this thing on his own.
Oh, okay.
You don't know. Asher's dead, as far as you know. Asher's been dead for an hour.
I guess I'll try to force it out.
Okay. So you run over
Yes.
and go ahead and, as a note, we'll say, Ezra, as this is happening, you've been hearing these rocks shift over. Fira runs over. You watch as there is one of these creatures that was making its way over towards you, and as she runs over, she runs just under it, and it shifts towards her. You get the sense that as you're standing in this chasm, they're positioning themselves to drop on you as well.
Fucking pack hunters.
Am I last on the initiative list?
You are right after Fira.
Okay.
So, Fira, make a strength check or an athletics check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
That's 6.
So you're pulling, and at this point, Daru's actually, for all he knows, this is hide. He's actually slapping your hands away.
Help, it's not me. It's not hide, it's me.
So that brings us to Virgil.
So Daru still has a stalagmite on
You
his
run
head.
through, and he's got this strange, like, rock-like creature that's on his head. You vaguely see what looks like a little bit of blood and teeth at the base of it.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Could I use a mold earth on it and see what happens?
Okay. Is that an action to cast?
It's a at will, one action.
Okay. So you cast a spell, try to concentrate on it. You are unable to affect its form with that spell.
So no part of him has earth
No.
on it. Well, that's
This is just a creature that looks like it's cloaked.
my god. What a wasted action.
How do you have access to that spell?
I got rid of one when I leveled up.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Is that legal?
No, that's fine.
All right. All right. Well, no, I know that doesn't work. So I mean, that's my action. I don't think I have another.
Okay. Are
I
you
can,
standing in the chasm or are you outside of it?
I am going to be right outside, just close enough where I could do the range spell.
Got it. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
That brings us to you, Daru.
Slap everybody away.
Yeah.
Put my hands on the base of it, and I want to try to push it off of me as I, like, bonus action, try to shove them off of me as
Okay.
well.
Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
God, natural one.
Okay.
Get ready for
So-
another round of that money.
As I'd like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. Daru, go ahead and roll a D4 for me.
One.
1? Okay, perfect. Okay, so Daru, as you shove upwards, this thing's too attached to you for you to shove it, but you shoved something up there. And there's this clattering of rocks, and a dark shape gets launched directly at Ezra, at which point Ezra, this creature that like gets shot kind of sideways towards you, it looked like a rock, and then it just flays open.
Your face on
That is 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So
Is
as
this
this creature,
on
it was
astral? Alex, sorry,
no. We're just kind of
playing it out.
So as it's flying at you, Ezra, you just see this, and you just kind of bat it away with your fist and just step on it as it's on the ground. It's just kind of sitting there, awkwardly unable really to move. But it looks like it's going to get back up and attempt to hit you now from the ground. So there's another one of these things kind of at your feet. Okay, that was your bonus action, Daru. You have your action.
I just scream. I just scream as loud as I can.
Okay. You scream as loud as you can. All the air leaves your lungs, and you are suffocating, so you're not able to breathe in anymore. So you try to breathe, and now you're really panicking.
Oh no.
So that brings us to...
Wow.
Fall to my knees if I could.
It's continuing to just kind of chomp on you. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's going to bring us to Asher.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 daggers, and I want to try and slide them in between my flesh and the choppy part to kind of fry it away. And I'm willing to damage myself to do this.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls.
Just standard attack rolls?
Yeah.
That is plus my dex and my modifier. Or
This is
just
the same thing we've been doing for the dagger. So
Okay, so that is 21 and 15.
okay. Roll damage for the first and roll damage for the second, and do them separately.
Okay.
And hide Ezra, hide Fira, Virgil, Daru. Everyone else is on deck at this point. Yeah. They got pretty low initiative.
6 and 5.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And it takes 6.
Huh?
Okay.
Did I get the knives in there?
Yeah, one of them you sliced through kind of your mandible, and if you were a little bit deeper, you could have really hit a vein. The other one you did manage to get through, not really cutting yourself, and you feel cold blood as you seemingly damage the creature.
Okay.
It is now biting you for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
How's she rolling?
Okay. That brings us to Hyde, Fira, everyone else. You guys have free reign, whoever wants to go.
I'm just gonna say, wait, everyone stop, and pull together. Are you guys ready? And I'm gonna like kind of get ready to pull.
So you're holding your action to pull.
Yeah.
Daru, as you're screaming, you feel a rush of one or more bodies rushing at you. Are you fighting them off?
No, I've given up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is it. This is how I die.
So you're holding your action, Ezra.
Yeah.
Hyde, what are you doing? As Ezra steps on
I
Daru's foot and grabs the head, getting ready to pull.
should I just pull Daru then? Should I just
No.
grab his whole body and just yank?
No, just pull the.
Okay, I'll try to open its mouth.
Yeah, just try to pull
Okay.
it.
What happens if I try to smite this thing with my hands?
You already used your transformation today.
Okay, I don't have
What do
access
you-
to this.
So what do I roll it?
So
Do I-
I'd say, for the purposes of this, Hyde, go ahead and make a single strength check. No disadvantage.
No disadvantage, okay? Oh, fucking great.
Oh no.
That's 11.
11. You're
Jesus Christ,
pulling.
man.
They're not able to get this fucking thing off.
Can I have my basic shift. Is that my abominable form?
Yes.
Okay, fuck it. Bonus action, put abominable form.
You already used that. How many? Or does it come back on a short rest?
Yeah, that's what it says. It came back.
Okay,
on
sure. Okay.
Okay. And I shift and then try it. That's what I was wondering.
No,
Or
that
just I'll wait till the
that's-
next turn.
Oh, I have
Yeah, I'm gonna say that would be it.
Are the
Okay.
stalactites still on the ceiling? Most of them.
Yeah, they're moving towards you guys.
Okay. In lieu of this, can I cast web to try to restrain them on the ceiling?
Okay.
Just to give us more time
Sure.
while we deal with one.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
So that Virgil, you kind of weave your fingers and in one motion pull, and you watch as this web just appears on the ceiling, and at the same time one of them just kind of drops and gets caught in the web, and another drops right above Ezra, gets caught in the web, and they're now sitting there weighing the web down, and you see these grasping, almost finger-like toothy claws that make up the sides of their mandibles that are just kind of grasping out towards their prey.
Gross.
All right. Hold on. That was one. Okay, that was my action.
So, Fira, what are you doing?
Is everyone huddled around Daru?
Virgil's away. It's you, Ezra, and Hyde all trying to pull this thing off Daru.
And there's a gathering of these things, stalagmites, in one area, right? Not above us, but kind of, or is it above us?
It's above you.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
Right above Ezra, isn't it? Or
They're above
us,
all of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
Can I cast Warding Wind around us and then use a bonus action to try to pull on the stalagmite? Or would the pulling be an action?
The pulling would be an action.
Okay, I guess I'll just try to pull.
Okay, go make a strength check. Straight roll.
That's 13.
13 is the DC.
Oh my god, finally.
So, as you grab this thing, as Hyde's trying to pull the mouth open, and Ezra's pulling on it as well, you grab it by the top, almost like a witch's hat, and you kind of begin to pull, and you feel this like faint, like sucking, like resistance as it just kind of like rips off, and you're not holding this thing like a very wily fish that's in your hands, just struggling right now. Daru, you can breathe, you can see barely anything, and you're back.
Oh, thank you, Hyde. It must have been you, because you're so strong. You definitely did that.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, that brings us to its turn. It's going to try to bite Fira.
Fuck.
That's a miss with a natural 3. And then you watch as Ezra, the one right next to you, is going to try to attach to your leg. 11.
Does not hit.
Okay. As it's almost crawling up your leg. For a second, you didn't notice it. You just feel this thing beginning to grasp around your leg as it's slowly crawled up as you've been focusing on Daru. And you just turn and you just punch it, and it just kind of falls to the ground and squeals a little bit, and is now attempting to right itself like a turtle on its back.
That's pretty funny.
So that's going to bring us to top throw on Asher.
Okay. With the knife that didn't damage me, I'm gonna kind of wiggle it into the creature more. Like,
Okay.
push my arm like into its mouth.
Okay.
Hard. Like,
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
nice. That's a natty.
At disadvantage, because you're blinded.
Well, I know where I'm going into the mouth.
You do, but you're still doing this blindly, so you don't know if you're going to be doing any damage. So all these attacks are at disadvantage.
Okay. That is 15.
How much?
Total of 15.
15. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
6.
Okay, you suffer 6 points of slashing damage as you're going through. You're headed towards the right area, and you're kind of opening up that wound more, but this creature that's alive is biting you, and as it does, the blade moves and kind of gashes you across the face. And at this point, you instinctively have to pull the blade out as it's causing you to dig the blade into your cheekbone.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to, can I shoot an arrow at my face?
No.
No?
How would you shoot
That's being incredibly dexterous.
Hold the bow at my chin so that, like, it's, and then pull
You've
back.
ever-
I mean, you can do that. Is that what you want to do?
I mean, I'm running out of options here.
Okay.
He surely is.
I'm not gonna wall up arrow.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Also, I'll tell you what the DC for this intelligence is before you, or I'll put it in the chat right now. You don't have to look at it, but just because I think it'll be fun.
Is this a disadvantage?
Yep.
$17.
17. Okay. As you have that idea, you get the sense that the enchantment of the wallop arrow would still work if you just use the arrow. You don't need to shoot it out of the bow.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab the arrow and fucking stab this motherfucker.
Okay.
Just
Make a.
I'm gonna try. What I want to do is stab up at it, like.
Okay. Make another attack as though you're using the dagger at disadvantage.
16.
Okay. 16 is the armor class you need to hit to avoid hitting yourself. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your. Add a d4 and add 6.
8.
8. Okay, so you deal 8 points of damage. And I make a strength saving throw. Do you have the DC on the arrow?
I didn't get any of that stuff. You just told me I had wallop arrows.
Okay, what's your Dex modifier?
+5.
Okay, so it succeeds the DC
Fuck.
with a natural 15.
Wait, what's the DC, just so I know I can write it down somewhere?
The DC is 8 plus 7, so 15.
Oh, okay. 15.
Okay. But you dealt a good bit of damage. Okay, that's your turn. It's going to attack you. Natural 20.
Oh, that hits.
You suffer 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Down.
Shit.
Okay.
Who's the first to go out of the campaign?
Right? Don't roll any death saves, James.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll get a chance.
It's my turn yet.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to. Where are we?
Don't take your
Ezra.
guns to town, son.
It's just the two on us. Can I look up? Is there any more, or is there a bunch more?
There's a bunch in the.
There's a bunch in a web.
Okay. I think we should move out of here, guys. And I'm gonna start walking or moving back away from them.
Okay.
So I'm going. Is it my turn?
Yeah. So Ezra's moving back towards the base camp you made.
Okay, so bonus action, shift. Let me roll the d6 to see what happens. That's a 1. So I have Indomitable Spirit. Okay, I can use my con save for save throws. That's useless. I'm just gonna yell, "Run!" and fucking punt this goddamn thing that's on the ground. And then just make a run for it.
Okay. Where are you guys headed towards?
Yes.
Because you guys camped at the fork of the chasm.
Which way did
So for the purpose of this, you guys went down the left. Asher went down the right.
Okay, we're gonna go down the right then?
Okay.
Do we? Okay, yeah.
I was heading toward where we took a short rest. That's where I'm gonna go.
Is everyone else leaving?
Yeah.
Going after the kid. I'm going after.
I'm going to
Asher.
stay and cast Moonbeam on the entire web.
Okay.
Fuck these guys.
That's why I punted the one. Like,
Okay. Go ahead and roll full damage for Moonbeam.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It keeps rolling 3, sorry.
I mean, these things have very slow speed. For the purposes of this, you can essentially burn a lot of these out from outside of the room.
Sweet.
And there's not much they can do. Especially that, so you burn through your own web. Actually, the web is concentration, so the web just breaks as soon as you cast Moonbeam, and you start cooking these things one by one.
I'm going, there's 8 damage total.
Okay, 8 for this round. I mean, they're scattering, moving 10 feet around.
They're hella slow.
Okay, so, but the range of this is, diameter, is, what, 5 feet?
It's a 10-foot diameter. So
Okay. Yeah, so they're cooking.
you can tell you're cooking them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
if any of them get, and then I like the beam to get a little closer and closer to the entrance so that if any of them try to follow us, they're cooking.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to Fira. Are you doing anything? Fira and Dar, are you guys doing anything?
I'm going to cast Warding Wind around myself and throw the little piece I had in my hand away.
Okay.
And just head towards where everyone else is going.
So funnily enough, the Warding Wind prevents things from being able to move through them. So
Okay, can I throw it and then cast Warding Wind?
Yeah, but I assume that's what you're doing. But what's funny is this Warding Wind is kind of almost vacuuming them into this concentrated area.
Yeah.
And this Moonbeam just sort of then begins moving over in that area, and it's now a full-on cookout.
Oh shit.
As these things are just squealing and burning.
What do they sound like?
You ever slapped a pig?
It does sound a little bit like a slapping pig. It would sound something like this.
No.
Nasty.
Oh, I am completely flaccid.
Flaccid, did you hear that sound?
All right. That's going to bring us to Daru. Are you doing anything else?
Oh, I'm fucking running.
Okay.
I'm running out of the cavern.
Asher.
Dash, action dash.
all right.
Yes. Oh, I get to make a save.
Yeah, but
Is this also a disadvantage?
let's take this slow.
Yeah, slow
I just want to get it over with.
Rip the band-aid off.
So, as your eyes close, you feel yourself unable to breathe, fall, and hit the ground. Wow, this is stupid, but you dealt 21 points of damage to this creature. It had 22 hit points.
Are you fucking with me?
And I'm going to say, given its small size, as you fall, I rolled a dice to see what happens. It suffered 3 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, and its grasp loosened. However, you are still unconscious, wounded,
Oh, God.
in a cavern, all by yourself. And as your eyes blink open, you feel not the cold damp of the cave, but the soft grass of the grove. And as you get up, you kind of turn, and sitting on this large rock in this clearing, you see the woman that you've had these visions of. Just wearing what looks like a kind of billowy cloth shirt that cuts off at around the forearm, and some sort of loose-fitting kind of billowy pants as well. Long black hair, sort of dark skin.
Can I go to sit next to her?
Okay. You go and sit down. I'd like you to make your first death saving throw.
Are we connected to this?
We'll get to that part. For now, what was the sit?
4.
4. Okay. Hide.
Yep.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
Disadvantage, obviously.
Disadvantage.
That's a natural 2 plus 7, so 9.
Okay. As you're running through this chasm, let me ask you, Hyde, you feel this sense of dread. Asher's been in danger before, but for whatever reason, you can't help but feel that this is different. And you feel like your heart sink to the pit of your stomach. If you keep going at this pace, this is not something you can keep up. You've lost too much blood, and you're at risk of suffering another point of exhaustion if you continue.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll find him.
Okay. I don't even know how far.
This will be my 4th point of exhaustion if I
Yeah,
take
it'll be your
another one
4.
on.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
wondering if that would kill you. But
Nope, 6
no.
does.
Okay.
Pretty much kills you. So.
Yeah.
So Asher, as you look up at her, sitting closely, she just smiles and just says, somehow, deep down, I knew I would find my brother. I'd like you to make your second death saving throw.
Three.
Okay. Hyde. Go ahead and make one final athletics check. at disadvantage.
That's 10 total.
10 total.
So it says I need to reduce my maximum hit points to half. So should I just drop that to 25 right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, kid. As I'm like leaned up against the wall trying to run as fast as I can.
With this hide, you stumble and fall. And as you look down, you see a footprint. This is definitely the way that Asher went. And that dread that you feel is beginning to turn into a sense of loss.
So I keep crawling towards him.
You steady yourself and get to your feet. With that athletics check, you can keep maintaining the pace you're maintaining, which is a pretty breakneck speed.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're just going to pass out.
Yeah.
As you gain a 5th point of exhaustion.
Yeah,
Jesus.
five puts me at 0 speed.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you're not at 5 yet,
Okay.
Asher. She looks at you, and at this point you can see her features very clearly. She's a bit dark of skin. She's got very piercing green eyes and wavy black hair that goes down to her shoulders. She says, "My mother never told me about you, but I'm glad that you were able to find me." And she holds out her hand and says, "Time to come home." And with this, Asher, the forest around you begins to fade, and your vision blurs. I'd like you to make your 3rd death saving throw.
Three.
Jesus.
Hide.
I want as
Go ahead and make a final athletics check.
that's a natural 1 and a 2.
Okay.
As I fall to the ground, I just want to scream out his name.
Asher, as this woman is looking on, holding out her hand, the grove at this point completely shrinks away into nothing but blackness. And all you see is her. You feel cold, and you feel like the world has just melted away. As she holds out her hand, do you accept?
I hope. Yeah.
You reach out and hold her hand, and she kind of lifts you up, and you just begin walking. The cave is completely gone. You feel your footfalls against the hard and echoing surface. And in the back of your mind, you hear your brother calling out your name. And you turn back, and you see Hyde. And it looks like he sees you. Do you have anything that you'd like to say to Hyde before you take this long walk?
Don't worry about me. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for always having my back. Don't quit. You figure out what linked all of our minds. And then maybe one day you can tell me about it. Always love you.
Hyde, as you're fighting back the feeling of falling unconscious yourself, looking up, you don't see the cave. You see you see Asher and this woman walking away. And as he says that, you hear it clear as day. And so does the rest of your party. And
Don't leave me yet, kid. I'm almost there.
And with that Hyde, your vision blurs and your consciousness leaves you as you take your 5th point of exhaustion. And I think this should be a good spot to end today's session, because I think we could all maybe use a bit of a break.
I'm sorry, buddy.
It's alright.
Oh.
Damn it.
I mean, it's double digits.
Bro, but seriously, there's a lot of bad rolls, just like
Yeah, there was
that
ice on
that was
everybody's.
Just non-stop.
Everybody's
like-
dice were icy
Yeah.
today. I don't think
Yeah.
a single one of us rolled a good one.
No.
The DM is getting too real with the death curse. Cursed our dice.
Oh shit, I forgot about the death curse.
I did too.
It's starting.
Yep.
I don't actually know what the death curse is.
I don't either.
well, God bless
I
you.
don't
Yeah,
think
no
anyone
one does, but
Yeah.
seemingly you've all been cursed by something.
I
So-
gotta,
Shit.
I gotta grab some shit real quick. But
Yeah.
if the session's ending, then
Yeah, please, no, take on.
all right. Man. Sorry,
See
James.
you later, Ricky.
Alright.
Hi, Ricky.
See you guys. Bye.
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 Eddie, did Hyde have a health potion or something?
Yeah, nada.
Yes.
Oh,
You know, yeah, it's I think even some situations that I don't know.
That one was rough. That was hard. I thought I was gonna make it to him in time. I kept rolling fucking shit. Just my rolls were dropping too. I rolled like 3s and 2s and 1s for all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't roll
Bad
higher than a
rolls.
3. It's like,
Yeah.
god damn, these dice were icy tonight.
Yeah, it was
I was hoping that shifted form would give me something that would help, and it gave me the worst possible thing that could help nothing.
yeah.
Like, I have like 2 or 3 things that could have helped me. Fuck.
It'd
I
be
think
like
it's-
that sometimes.
Yeah. As soon as you went down, James, I'm like, this is bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Today was I don't know what to say. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's anything you put us in. We all were rolling shit the entire
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if you guys want to hear it, but essentially, I had it laid out. There were these creatures on both paths. The tricky thing is that they have blind sight, so
Yep.
these stealth rolls are at some point not really applicable, and this gets, someone gets split off from everybody else. I think an encounter that
I figured they were slow, and I was like, if we could just outrun them, like just keep running, and yeah, goddamn points of
I
exhaustion.
rolled. He made it an hour out. I rolled a d6 to see how far he made it back. I rolled a 5, so we made it 50 minutes back.
50 minutes, damn.
So that was just within range, and that's like going at a slow, careful pace. So Hyde, you're sprinting there. You do have a chance of making it, but
yeah, just good. If I could have rolled higher, I could have fought a point of it. But yeah, the fate of the dice did not have it today.
yeah.
Shit.
I don't know. Maybe there's maybe I don't know. We'll see. You guys all,
Yep.
people just leveled up, so everyone can like look at their stuff and
I was gonna wreck shit with my 2 attacks, but I did not want to punch fucking Daru one more time in the face and have him go down too. I thought that would hurt. I thought that would work. I honestly thought if I punch it in the face a couple times, that it would release him and try to attack me. Yeah, it did not work. Sorry about that, Daru.
Yeah. How far? I mean, how far were we from? Well,
from where that happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was only able to run 20 feet per turn, I guess, because my speed was halved. So,
yeah. So I mean, he was 10 minutes away if you're like literally stealthing. So in theory, if you guys could, maybe someone could. Why are you asking?
Why are you asking why I'm asking?
just curious of the distance.
I'm just curious if I can make him
Okay.
to Ashley within a minute.
Yeah, it's possible.
I guess
So,
we'll find out.
You should talk.
Okay.
You should talk to me, and we'll take a look because we'll all be kind of scrambling right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Via private text.
Some private texting.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, James.
I was gonna Hulk you awake, buddy.
Yeah. Asher will be missed.
Yes, it will be. You were kicking ass with that guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. As soon as they said you were down, I'm like, oh god, James's biggest weakness. Like,
Right.
Unreal.
fucking death saves.
Yeah.
I
like,
don't
I'm
want
the
this
last
time though.
I'm like on the last one, maybe you'll get 10. Like my prayers were with you, bud. I was like, come on. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I knew we shouldn't have. One of us should have went with Asher.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's
We were
It's
all
risky.
exhausted and burnt out. Yeah, like.
Yeah, we
if
probably
I
shouldn't have let
short-rested-
him go by himself.
I knew if I short rested, I'd get my shifter form back, so that was my goal there. And I was like, okay, like if it's clear up ahead, I figured he would get back to us. We could fight whatever this rock thing is off, and then go. I was not expecting him to run into trouble too.
I'll just say, I don't want to inject any hope into this campaign because
Good job with
Mike,
that.
Mike put in the chat. He's like hashtag never split the party. How many damn
Exactly.
times?
Oh, we've done it so many times, Joel. There's so many more.
I don't want to inject any hope, but I am not going
That's
to. How do I put it? How do I put this?
We'll just see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Because of the as I mentioned towards the end, like, you all know what happened because you all heard that last bit, presumably through the psionic link. So all right, I'm getting off this Zoom call. I'm done with this. I'm over this shit.
You don't want to talk?
I'll hang out with you, James.
All right.
Alright, I'll see you guys later, man.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good.